humans. Today we're going to be discussing a piece of Wii Shovelware that I picked up called Zoo Hospital. I bought it because it was really cheap. It involves animals, and the box art makes me feel really uncomfortable. So it's probably going to be really good. Made in 2007 by Taurus Games, Zoo Hospital is a game where you take care of animals in a zoo. Pretty self-explanatory. We play as a recent veterinary college graduate who is looking for work in our field. Luckily for us, however, we receive a call from a Zoo Hospital employee who wants to offer us a job. She warns us, though, that her zoo is struggling to make ends meet and has had to sell off most of her animals to stay afloat. Listen, lady. If you're selling off animals just to keep your doors open, you probably shouldn't be hiring any more staff right now. I mean, this whole thing doesn't really scream job security, but it's between this or manage a PetSmart, so I guess I'm in. So we start working at this zoo with the naive hopes of making a difference when we bump into a creepy looking businessman who is trying to buy out the zoo for his own gains. And what does a business savvy entrepreneur such as himself plan to do with this property, might you ask?
Those pesky animal freaks have no idea how to run a business. I'll destroy their zoo and build the biggest mini golf park the world has ever seen.
An entire theme park for mini golf? Yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. You know what? It's definitely gonna work. Why don't you just call up Disney because the Animal Kingdom? Get that shit out of here. We don't wanna see exotic animals when we can just push little colored balls around some planks of wood. Mini golf! So, what does a veterinarian have to do to financially save a zoo? Excellent question. Apparently, the key to financial stability in a zoo is to feed and take care of the animals in said zoo. You know, the one asset that you have. And every animal in this zoo is sick. You have several doctors and vet techs on staff. Does anyone around here do anything? Or do I need to make a call to PETA concerning animal neglect? Hey you, what's your purpose? What do you actually do at this zoo? On second thought, Dan, maybe I don't want to know. You just have one of those faces that screams, I need supervision around animals and small children. Maybe there's more than one reason why this zoo is failing. So there are clearly problems with the plot here, but how about the gameplay? Oh, how indeed. The true gameplay starts when we have an animal on the operating table. Basically, what this all boils down to is a cheap, more repetitive ripoff of the Trauma Center series. You can categorize the surgery options into 4 different minigames: skincare, oral health, viral infections, and Operation Tetris. Each of these minigames has its own requirements for completion. Rashes, for example, require shaving the affected area, applying antiseptic to the rash, and then injecting your patient with liquid rainbow. Some of these minigames are fun, I'll admit. I particularly like the viral infection minigame because it uses this UV light mechanic that repels the attacking viruses. This makes things a little tricky because you can accidentally knock a virus into a healthy cell and kill your patient. So you have to at least be conscious for this one. However, even the most engaging of these games gets boring after playing it often enough, and you will play these minigames to death. You get introduced to every variation of gameplay within the first 20 minutes of booting up Zoo Hospital. After that, it's just rinse and repeat. Same game, different animal. There is nothing left to surprise or engage you. Also, most of the gameplay is disgusting. Ew. I don't like it. I don't feel uncomfortable. Whose brilliant idea was this anyway? So it's a game made for children where you pop boils, pull out rotten teeth, and clean rashes. No, it sounds brilliant. I'll absolutely invest. You want my name to appear on the credits? Yeah, no, that won't be necessary. Not only does this game suffer from weak gameplay and plot, but the script leaves a lot to be desired as well. The writing is boring, and there is a real lack of urgency or consequences. Not to mention that I don't really give a crap if this place gets turned into a mini golf park. Half of these animals are on their deathbed anyway, so selling this place would probably just do them a favor. The character designs and animations are butt ugly too, and there is a petting mechanic that is questionable. I mean, this isn't the worst game I've ever played, especially for shovelware. It's just lazy. I think if the gameplay could have been more varied, or if the storyline wasn't so blatantly slapped together, this could be a solid 6 out of 10. I also think that it would have been cool if they had incorporated some sort of business management elements, like tycoon game style. Something like monitoring park goers' interest levels and numbers, or adding customization such as food stands, gift shops, or what have you, to gain park interest and allow for other sources of income. All in all, it took me roughly 6 hours to finish Zoo Hospital. To summarize everything that happens, I try to save the zoo. Corporate villain sabotages my attempts. Villain gets caught sabotaging the zoo. Villain goes to jail. All while I'm sitting here pulling teeth and moving Tetris pieces around internal organs. So in the end, what have I really gained for all my time playing Zoo Hospital?
There have been literally hundreds of sightings all across North America for generations now. Can all these people be wrong? It's unlikely. As if this wasn't enough to challenge.
Oh my God, boys. We are officially dealing with a fucking sand scram.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little look at Zoo Hospital. It was a lot of fun to make. If you did like it, please give it a little like. Maybe share it with your friends, or maybe subscribe for more beautiful Brat Kat content. Or even hit that bell so you can see my cute little face in your YouTube feed. That's pretty much it for me. I hope you have a lovely day. Okay, I love you, bye!